in my industry, sorry, it's not that I own it or anything, but in just my particular industry compared to BMX, you take great risk when you have a real head shop. Great risk. I had the feds come in on me, kick the door in, those fucking helmets on, you know what I mean, stormtrooper helmets, holding me down with a machine gun to my head over selling a bong to the daughter of the head of the U.S. Customs Service and special agent in charge.
This is back in the day, the story you're describing?
This is in 96.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that when you had the idea to create a head shop, that you actually did it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to that though. How'd you, that was your first like entrepreneurial venture?
Well, no, I was doing anything I could to make money up to that point. I was just trying to find a way to break free. Like most people are inspired by making money. I was inspired by not becoming an accountant. Because like my life had set me up and everyone always told me, oh my God, you're so good with numbers. You should be an accountant. And like my inspiration was, I learned real fast that I hated accounting. And all I wanted to do was not be an accountant, not be normal, and find a way to be happy.
Yeah.
So it was, how do I get out of this? How do I be free? And I always wanted to open a head shop. So while I was still in college at the University of Florida in Gainesville, I did like a class project where you had to open up a local business. And I opened up a fake head shop because there was not a good one in town. And it was such a good project and everybody loved it so much. And I'd already done so much of the legwork that I just went ahead and did it. I sold everything I had except for this piece of shit $500 van and a Harley that I built myself.
Right.
And I opened up this tiny little fucking head shop.
How much money did you save up?
About 10 G's.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was your rent?
Oh, about $450 a month.
Okay. Like a little like strip mall spot or something?
No, on like the main street near the university, a rundown store where the front of the building was slightly tilted from partially falling down.
So what did you put on the shelves like to start out with your first head shop?
Okay, now I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took a drive down to the closest local head shop, which is pretty fucking far away.
Right.
And behind the counter, I was lucky enough, was a very pretty girl, and I flirted with her until I somehow convinced her to give me a stack of catalogs, and she did.
Wow.
And I walked out of there, and I couldn't even afford a cell phone back then, so I went out there and I hit the pay phone, and I called the first catalog number, and here's a cute connect, right? First company I called is a company called Adam's Apple. I remember the number by heart. And I call them, and I get the guy on the phone, I get my rep, and I'm talking to him, explaining, I want to open up my own store. And he's like, I got you, and anything you need, just call me. I've got so many friends in the industry. Whatever you need to find, just hit me up. All right, cool. That guy's name was Rick Rock. Maybe 15 years later, guess who I ended up hiring?
Really?
Yeah, he's still with me today.
Well, that's be nice to the people that you.
I bring everybody in close.
Yeah,
like,
be nice to the people you meet on your way up. Well,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you know the fact that he was nice to you made you want to smile upon him later, right?
Oh, yeah, I can't let him go.
Well, there you go.
He's one of my guys.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I opened up this little tiny fucking head shop, having no idea what I'm doing.
Right.
And when I was a kid, I read Tom Sawyer, and for some reason it really stuck to me, and I always remembered his white picket fence thing, right? So I don't know what I'm doing. You got to admit, first thing, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
So people would walk in, and they would say, hey, man, are you going to carry, let's say, dugouts? I didn't even know what a dugout was. It wasn't something I smoked.
Okay, let's get it.
I'm like, yeah, it's going to be here in 2 weeks, bro.
Right.
2 weeks. Which is your favorite one? I want to make sure I get the one you like.
That honestly sounds cool as hell, just because like in the position that we are now in, there's so much information available that it's like if you wanted to start a head shop, you could basically like, it wouldn't be that hard to go online and sort of figure out what the products that are in demand are. It's like very interesting to think back to the 90s where it was not so easy to just get a bunch of information.
92, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know? Like, all right, you got to figure it out. That's all you could do. So the store mimicked what the town wanted. Like I didn't really build a store. I put in the shit that I wanted, but everything else was dude walking in saying, are you going to carry this? Yes. Are you going to carry this? Yes, yes, yes. Come back in 2 weeks. And so the store was built by the community. And so the store fucking flourished.
Wow, yeah.
Because they built it, man. It wasn't me.
It was stuff that you knew that people wanted, but they didn't currently have a way to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the store did great. Opened another and another, and I started making actual money.
Wow.
It was cool.
Were you getting harassed by the cops from day one, or
No.
No.
The local cops fucking loved me because it was Gainesville, Florida. So a lot of the local cops smoked.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they would come in on the down low. They were great. But one of my stores apparently sold that bong, the bong of death.
Yeah.
And I think she was 18, but it didn't matter.
Right.
It wasn't her fault for buying the bong. It was my store's fault for selling it. So him and his friends came in full. You know what I mean?
And what they did, just fuck you up or just yell at you, or did they?
Oh no. I got arrested, indicted, the whole fucking thing.
But for what? For selling?
For selling drug paraphernalia.
Right.
Yeah.
But they knew you were doing that in the first place.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden it matters as soon as somebody's daughter takes a bong hit, huh?
And now bongs are legal again. They were legal, then they were illegal, and now they're legal again, supposedly. I'm not a fucking lawyer, but it's the weirdest thing. It has to do with community standards, and now There's medical marijuana in Florida, so technically a bong would be legal again.
Right.
It's such a convoluted thing.
Yeah.
But one of the problems with law enforcement is that it's run by people, humans, just like me and you.
Yeah.
And so we have feelings, we have emotions, and when your daughter buys a bong, it's not her fault, it's the dude who sold it to her.
Crazy. Abuse of power.
It wasn't abuse of power, it's just natural human nature.
But you learned the game pretty quickly, I'm guessing. Was
Yeah.
a lot of, did you have a basic understanding of how to run a business at that time?
No.
No.
I figured it out real quick.
Right.
Real quick. Like when you opened your store here, did you know what you were doing?
Arguably, I still don't. I still don't know how to use that register. I should probably figure it out one day.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay, but so you're doing that. How many stores did you actually get up to?
6.
6, all in Florida.
No, I was following the college towns.
Oh, okay.
I just kept doing the same formula over and over again.
Uh-huh.
It ain't me.
Guess we can cut this out.
It's like mine.
For once, somebody's phone went off and it was mine. I always have my phone on vibrate. Shout out to Zan, man, for calling me. I looked right at him, and then I was looking right there. I'm like, what is that plugged into? Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay, so you're following the college towns. You're
Yeah, following the college. I got up to 6 stores, and it was really a lot of fun. I was really happy with my stores because again, I'm connecting with everybody who walks in the door. I'm talking to them. I had my own little bong factory. When I first opened that first store, I couldn't even afford rent, right? So I was living in my friend's storage shed, and I would have to jump over the lawnmower to get to bed every night. I'm still friends with that dude, too, and I always take care of him.
You treasure those times now, in retrospect? Like, damn.
No,
like,
that really sucks. Because it would get hot. It was just a storage shed, and we were in Florida. You can imagine, right?
Yeah.
And I have to pee on his lawn if he didn't open the door to the house in the morning. So
I mean, Florida heat is no joke, too.
no, it's no joke.
Jeez.
So I don't miss that, but I do miss the cute. Okay, I got this cute little garage apartment, and it had a 3-car garage below it. And so I set up a bong factory in the 3-car garage below. By the way, I stopped for a moment because I got to be real careful. I've learned I have to say bong. Because one time when I was fucked with by customs when I was coming back into the country, they're like, "Do you have any felony record?" I'm like, "Yeah, I used to sell bongs." And the guy's like, "Bombs?" I'm like, "Oh shit, no, bongs." You know,
Right.
like, oh, and he looks down. Oh yeah, go.
Bombs. I used to sell bombs.
Yeah, I could come
I'm
across.
just going to snitch on
Be
myself.
real careful with the word, man. You know what I mean?
Holy shit. Yeah, it was a big difference, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one could be a lot worse. So I don't even know where we were at, man. That's the problem with smoking too much.
You were selling bongs.
Yes, I was selling bongs.
Not
And I was
bongs.
making them. I was making them down in this little garage apartment I had, and we could make anything you wanted. So Adam, you walk into my store, and I talk to you for a minute or two, and if I have what you want on the shelf, there it is. If not, I might be, and you're telling me how you smoke, and I'm asking lots of questions, and we're interacting, and I figure out, I know what you need. All right, here's the deal. And I would explain to you what I want to build for you. Come back, give me 2 days, I'll build it for you, and it'll be here. And you'd be like, all right, cool. And maybe I think we even had a slip. You'd write down, maybe I'd make you make a deposit, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know, depending on how much I trusted you. And then we would go back and make you that pipe that was perfect for you. And you come back, and there it is. There's your pipe. And you walk away with it, and you're happy as fuck, and I'm happy as fuck. And everything worked out great.
Right.
And we also started making like pre-rolls, not empty pre-rolls. This is the
cones.
Yeah, this is the earliest, even like pre-cones. They were cones, but we used to call them tulips.
Oh, okay.
I had lots of people who couldn't roll. So we took this old this cigar display, and we'd fill it one by one. It had like a bunch of slots in top with these things we called tulips, 2 pieces of rolling paper together. You'd open up the top, you'd cut them so they kind of made little leaves on top.
Right.
And it was completely conical because we tried stuffing a straight one, it doesn't stuff, but conical would work. And plus I knew a lot about cigars by that point, and we knew that conical cigars smoked better, which is a whole other theory that I try to teach everyone and explain to them, the theory of the cone.
Okay.
It had, you know, want me to explain it?
Sure.
Okay. So when you're smoking, there is resonation, and it's not just a theory of resonation, it actually happens. Whatever you're smoking, any plant, it's going to get stronger because the initial puff, now all the unburnt material passes through, gets caught, the little particulates get caught on the unburned, so the burned passes through the unburned, it acts like a filter almost, it picks things up, it gets stronger and stronger, both in flavor and in content.
Right.
So in theory, if you start off smoking this much, but you burn less, and you're burning less and less, you get to the doubling point, which means now you have twice as much flavor, but you're burning half as much material, and the flavor should be the same at that point in the middle as it is at the top.
Because I find that I always enjoy, once it's been burned down a bit, that it feels like that, for some reason, it's going to make me cough less. It's like it's agitating my throat less as it's, like the first couple hits,
get you worse.
It gets me. That's when I'm liable to like cough my ass off.
Yeah, everybody's different. Every smoker, you can smoke with 1 billion people, and each one of them are going to be different because we're humans. You know what I mean? We have more synapses in our brains than there are stars in the universe. We are completely unique. So the way that you smoke like that, and the way that you taste it, and the way you experience it and enjoy it is different than everybody else.
Okay.
So I have to kind of create a zillion different products in order to make the right one for you and for everybody else. But the cone overall is the best way to smoke.
Yeah.
It's just scientifically correct.
Let me ask you this. Was it obvious to you from day one that this is where you wanted to put your energy? Not from day one, but was it obvious that this was the thing? Because it seems like you have such a passion for, it's hard to put my finger on. Is it just making your customers happy? Is it just the idea of like creating a cool product or a cool experience and selling that? Is it just a genuine love for actually smoking? Like which one is it you think that you're actually motivated by here?
When I do it right, when I do it all right, I'm right back to like fucking 15-year-old Josh. Happy with his friends and laughing like, oh my God, they're going to love this. Oh my God, they're going to love this. Oh my God, they're going to fucking love this. And then I put it out. Like I've got things that are coming in the next year and I can't wait to put them out because I know that it's going to give so many people that experience. And once they have it, I can feel it. Like I get high off of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I know when I got it right and I made it better for somebody and they get to really enjoy it. And I feel it. Like when you smoke the right cone or the right paper or what it is, and I'm looking at you do it and I see you enjoy it. And I feel it. I see you writing to me about it. All the shit. I get high as fuck.